In the previous episode, Football Highlights 365 Days channel brought you to the 1930 World Cup, the first World Cup in the history of world football. Today, Football Highlights 365 Days continues to introduce to you the second World Cup. Let's share historical stories about this second World Cup. Thank you for watching. If you find the channel interesting, please click the like and share button below to motivate the channel to produce more useful videos. Thank you very much. The 1934 World Cup, official name is 1934 Football World Cup Italy/Campionato Mondiale di Calcio, was the second World Cup and was held from May 27 to June 10, 1934 in Italy. This was the first time the World Cup was held in Europe and a fascist country. After the success of the 1930 World Cup, the number of teams registered increased dramatically, causing the tournament to have a qualifying round for the first time. This was the only tournament in which the host team also had to participate in the qualifying round, and the defending champion, Uruguay, did not participate to boycott the European teams because they had not visited their country in 1930. England continued to boycott the tournament because they were not members of FIFA. Another notable news was that the Egyptian team was the first national team from Africa to participate in a World Cup. This World Cup was organized on a scale that was superior in terms of material conditions compared to the 1930 tournament, with 8 new or renovated stadiums across Italy. However, like the 1936 Olympics, this tournament was used by the Italian government as a propaganda tool for fascism, which somewhat reduced the success of the tournament. After 15 days and 17 matches, the Italian national football team was crowned champion. This is the first time the tournament has a qualifying round. 32 teams are divided into 12 groups to compete to select 16 teams to enter the final round. Stadiums: 1. San Siro Stadium, capacity 55,000 spectators. 2. Littorio Stadium, capacity 50,000 spectators. 3. Nazionale PNF Stadium, capacity 48,000 spectators. 4. Giovanni Berta Stadium, capacity 47,000 spectators. 5. Giorgio Ascarelli Stadium, capacity 40,000 spectators. 6. Luigi Ferrari Stadium, capacity 36.7 thousand spectators. 7. Benito Mussolini Stadium, capacity 28,140 spectators. 8. Littorio Stadium, capacity 8,000 spectators. Host selection, after a lengthy decision-making process in which the FIFA Executive Committee met 8 times. Italy was selected as the host nation at a meeting in Stockholm on October 9, 1932. The decision was made by the Executive Committee without a vote of the members. The Italian bid was preferred over the Swedish bid. The Italian government allocated a budget of 3.5 million lire for the tournament. The following 16 teams qualified for the finals: Asia, 0 none, Africa, 1 Egypt, debut, North, Central America and the Caribbean, 1 United States, South America, 2 Argentina, Brazil, Europe, 12 Austria, debut, Belgium, Czechoslovakia, debut, France, Germany, debut, Hungary, debut, Italy, hosts, debut, Netherlands, debut, Romania, Spain, debut, Sweden, debut, Switzerland, debut. 10 of these teams were making their World Cup debuts. This included 9 of the 12 European teams: Italy, Germany, Spain, Netherlands, Hungary, Czechoslovakia, Sweden, Austria, and Switzerland, as well as Egypt. Egypt were the first team from Africa to reach the finals and did not qualify again until the next edition of the tournament in Italy, in 1990. All 8 first-round matches began simultaneously. Hosts and favorites Italy won resoundingly, beating the United States 7-1, the New York Times wrote that only the brilliant Chicago goalkeeper Julius Julian kept the score so low. Internal disputes meant that Argentina's squad for the tournament did not include a single member of the 1930 finalists. In the end, La Albiceleste would enter with an amateur squad. Against Sweden in Bologna, Argentina twice took the lead, but 2 goals from Sven Jonassen and a decisive goal from Knut Kroon gave Sweden a 3-2 victory. South American side Brazil also suffered early defeats. Spain beat them easily, with the final score being 3-1. For the only time in World Cup history, the last 8 were all European in Austria, Czechoslovakia, Germany, Hungary, Italy, Spain, Sweden, and Switzerland. All 4 non-European teams that made the trip to Italy were eliminated after 1 match. In the quarter-finals, the first replay in World Cup history took place, with Italy and Spain drawing 1-1 after extra time. The match was played in a very aggressive manner, with several players on both sides being injured. Rough play injured Spanish goalkeeper Ricardo Zamora in the first match, keeping him out of the replay, while on the other side, rough play from the Spanish side broke the leg of Italian Mario Pizziolo, who would never play for the national team again. Italy won the replay 1-0. Their play was so strong that at least 3 Spanish players had to leave the field due to injury. Italy then went on to beat Austria in the semifinals by the same scoreline. Meanwhile, Czechoslovakia secured their place in the final by beating Germany 3-1. The National Fascist Party Stadium was the venue for the final. After 80 minutes of play, Czechoslovakia led 1-0. Italy scored before the final whistle and then added another goal in extra time to win the World Cup. Over the years, some sources have alleged that the tournament was marred by bribery and corruption, and may have been influenced by Italian dictator Benito Mussolini, who used the tournament as a propaganda tool for fascism. According to these allegations, Mussolini personally selected referees for matches played by the Italian national team, while the Italian government interfered in the organization of FIFA events, reorganizing the logistics of matches to further promote fascism. However, Italy also won the next World Cup, held in France, as well as the 1936 Olympic football tournament.